I know we're like I'm gonna be joking.
Why did it go? Are you guys gonna go to another one? Because I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, we're gonna have another.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to make that.
Okay. We're gonna be doing some training. We're gonna turn it into local.
And your glasses.
Hey everyone, happy Monday. We're back here at Arlington, Texas, in the beautiful city of Arlington, the home of the sports, entertainment, just about everything. And here I am, Herb, Captain America's Herb. He forgot his hat today. It's Monday, but I'm here with my super co-host, Sonia Montenegro.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Sonia, even though it's Monday, you look happy and great. You must have had a great week or a great weekend. What was it?
It was definitely a great weekend. Weekend, as always. A lot of time with the family. Time to relax. So that was definitely good. Yes.
Well, that helps. I tell you, especially with a family. I mean, you got a great family.
Yes, I'm
just
blessed.
so proud of your family, and I'm like,
blessed.
I like that family, and then I like my family, and but I got Gloria right here, the stage producer. Hey, Gloria.
Hey.
And we have the CEO, Angel Martinez.
Hello.
It's funny because without Angel's vision and dream and all that, we wouldn't be here.
I know. We appreciate that, Angel.
Thank you.
Angel, muchas gracias from our corazones. From our hearts. All right.
The fondo del corazón.
Wow.
So deep.
Sonia, we have an expo coming up August the 25th, and it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be at the Plano Event Center in Plano, Texas. Right there on Spring Valley, 2000 East Spring Valley. But you know what's going to be exciting? This is an expo not only for local to local, but local to global and global to local, and every opportunity you could have to do business.
That's awesome. Definitely a great opportunity for all the business owners here. In the DFW area, and
yeah,
make those connections. We all need those connections.
Connections is the key word here, folks. Connections is what gets you to be successful and lets your revenue build up and your money build up. And we like that, don't we?
Oh yes, I agree with that. Yes.
Did you know that the small business in the United States are becoming the most strongest aspect of the economy today? Businesses, our small businesses make up 99.9%. And that's a lot of businesses. We are generating the most business, the most sales, and hiring more people.
Oh yes.
Even when you compare it to large enterprise businesses. And I'm like, wow. Oh.
We're doing good.
We're doing good. Small businesses all provide more jobs than the big companies. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't know that either. And you see, it's a good thing that you're sharing that, because a lot of people they feel like I guess the safety, or they feel more secure when they go look for to work for a big corporation, but not knowing that really small business can really be more beneficial sometimes. So
yes, and that makes a difference. Did you know that the types of global forces that work are tremendously varied today? Technology continues to lead. So technology, folks, if you like technology, you're on the right track. But you know, these global forces, they affect everybody in the world. It's not just here. They're affecting your business because raw materials, availability, supply chains,
Pleasure, pleasure.
labor supply, wages, worker expectations, government regulations, consumer demand are all global factors affected today. I didn't even know that.
Nope. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that didn't know that. So very
Yeah.
informative.
And we're gonna educate you here. Sonia and I are gonna get you so good that you're gonna get filthy rich. I like filthy rich.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but really
Yeah.
filthy rich. Angel, would you like to be filthy rich? Angel says, "Why not?"
Please.
Why not? Why not?
The reason that since the pandemic, everything has changed in business. You know, we look at the globalization of everything nowadays. You know, we're competing with Amazon. Amazon's a global company. So if you're selling your small business, how are you going to compete with Amazon?
That's right.
How are you going to compete with China? How are you going to compete with Alibaba? You know what Alibaba is?
Yes,
I
yes.
just
know
learned
you
about
ordered,
Alibaba. I thought it was that character on the flying carpet. But no.
So it was actually, I was doing this little, part of this network, and they were teaching you how to grow your business. And like, this is a great place for you to get, items at a deep discount to share with your clients, especially really any business. If you want to, have those appreciation days for clients, this is a great place for you to get those items. And I went there, and it was very impressive.
Was it?
Yeah.
What did you find that you really liked?
You can get of course you have to order a lot of, the quantity has to be in order to get a good deal, but huge quantity. But it's, for a business, it's definitely worth it because you place one order, but that's going to take care of you for the whole year instead of having to buy, items that it's going to cost you $10. You can probably find it for $2,
Whoa!
Mhm.
See, I didn't even know that, and I'm like,
Yes.
what? Who's Alibaba?
Yes.
I thought it was a cartoon,
Yeah.
And then
Sounds
I
like a
see what it
cartoon.
is, and I'm like, oh, it's a global competitor.
Yep.
Because if you're in the business to supply merchandise and
And now it's
marketing,
very popular. Everyone now. When I learned about that, it was like the first time, but I guess now more people are starting to kind of learn and know where to go to find the best deal. Or so, yeah, definitely a great place to
see,
buy it at a discount.
Sonia's ahead of the curve already. She's been Alibaba.
I haven't ordered anything, but yeah, definitely. I've been there a few times trying to see what to order. Yeah.
But do they have enchiladas?
No, they don't.
Oh, never mind.
They don't have enchiladas.
No enchiladas. That's it. That's interesting. So basically, it's for clothes or.
You can pretty much get anything. I was looking to get the tumblers, but literally you can find clothes, just pretty much anything. Hats, toys, like little little gifts that you can give to your clients. Just pretty much anything.
So basically, Alibaba competes with Walmart and all those.
With all of those, the only difference is that here you can, it's like the more you order, the cheaper the item will be. So if you order 1,000, of course you're gonna pay, I don't know, $1 instead of $2 if you order 500. Just an example. But
Wow.
for businesses, like for restaurants, if they order like those plastic containers to go, just an example. For them, it's a great resource. It's a great resource because they can find big, order a lot for affordable price. So
that's a good point. If you're in a certain environment like a restaurant or hospitality, this is a good place to save money.
Yes, and any business, like for us, like in the network we had a lot of we had a roofing company, and they will send Christmas gifts or to their clients, or or realtors. Those that's also some of them who want to keep the relationship with the clients. It's just a way to send them a little gift as an appreciation of the support and the trust, and it's definitely a great idea. I thought about doing it, and I will be doing that for sure. Just need to continue to grow more.
Well, now but is the product coming? Is it coming from the U.S. or is it being shipped in from somewhere else?
They have the option from the U.S., but they also have a lot of other different places.
Oh, okay.
And when you go there and you do your research, you can pick do you want to ship from United States, or is it okay to do from many other different places? Because it's not just China. I believe there's a few other countries there that they haven't listed. So you get to pick really from where you want to do it. To me, I will probably go with the most affordable one.
It's smart.
But hey, some people don't like things that are exported from China or other countries. So that's
Hey, we're on
Instagram.
Facebook,
Happy Monday, everyone! Thanks for being here. We appreciate you guys. Hope you guys having a great day.
Where else are we going to?
Oh, we're also on
YouTube?
Facebook and YouTube.
Hello, YouTubers. I hope you're enjoying the show. Sonia just taught you how to save money, right?
Yes.
And if she's looking at it, it's a good deal, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And
Plenty of options. That's my thing. I think that we have plenty of options. So many different vendors. You can, kind of compare what is it that you're looking for, the most affordable, and
now, Sonia, going back now to the U.S., what if you're a small business and you do what they do? How would that impact your business? Because that's a global company.
Well,
this is how we're when you come to our Chamber of Commerce, America's Chamber, when you come to our expo, August 25th at the Plain Event Center, these are the things we're going to open your eyes on, because it's here, folks. I mean, it's not going away. It's going to get even more serious. You are now competing in the global market, whether you like it or not. Now, Angel here is competing with the global market, but he is all over the place. We're in Mexico. Hello, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Africa. Yeah. We're hitting the global market right now. And in case you don't know, this is Captain America's Herb and my super co-host, Sonia Montenegro. And we're going to show you and we're going to educate you on what's happening so that you learn how to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Because just think about it. We're either going to be competing with a global supply market or we're going to be competing with robots.
Crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm. So pretty soon, when you go to the doctor's office, there's going to be no receptions.
Imagine. It's just like whenever you go to banks right now. I've seen a lot of Bank of Americas where all of them are closed. There's no drive-through. You can't walk into the banking center. You can only use the ATM. They only have a few banking centers open. And I'm like, this is no bueno.
They don't want you to talk to anybody. It's like, you're going to do this way, and that's what they're going. So all these people that work at those banks, I would start thinking of a small business.
Yes,
right?
yes. This is the opportunity. You cannot wait for they're going to let you go. They're going to replace you. It is what it is,
It is what it is, folks. What you're going to do is you got to get into markets where there's money, and you have to look at the long term, and you have to see what impact the global market is going to do to you, because it's coming, folks. I mean, it's here. It's not coming. It's already here.
It's already here.
So you look at different aspects, but this is what you're going to get at the ACB Expo 2023. You need to come here because you're going to make connections, but you're going to be able to reevaluate your business, your market. You're going to also be able to evaluate whether are you going this way in the future or are you going this way in the future. So, Sonia, as you become part of this, you are part of the chamber and all that. What would you tell a young lady right now that's about 12 years old? What would you tell her right now? What kind of advice would you tell her?
To first kind of start learning about how business works, and that's something that I do it with my daughter right now. I asked her one day, I'm like, so what is it that you want to do? She's like, I don't know. I want to do what you do. I'm like, no, but for real, like, you can't go do what mom is doing. Like, if you like it, I'm glad that you enjoy, but to really see all the opportunities we have out there, because there's a lot of opportunities, and when it comes to start your own business, man, I've seen pretty much anything, and it doesn't matter what you do, but if you enjoy that and you kind of have the tools that we have, if you take advantage of the tools that we have available, there's just no way that you're not going to make it, you're not going to be successful starting a new business.
Well, and that's a good question because we can ask Angel Martinez, our CEO. Angel, are robots going to replace us?
Please.
Robots?
Globo.
Replace us?
Los robots que nos van a reemplazar.
Poner robot aquí y nosotros no.
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 Yo todavía creo en el humano.
Oh, okay. He says he believes in human beings, so
Resistance.
There'll be no robots. All right, we're safe. We're safe. But this is a lot of things that today, young people, all of us have to realize. It's here, folks. No longer can you not understand the global market and keep staying in business because it changes. Sonia, we all heard about the real estate. Right now, real estate is tough. Why is it tough right now?
Well, because of the market, and I know a lot of people are also investing in different countries right now. I've met a lot of people that are now investing in Mexico, like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and just the way the market is right now, the interest rate. What people are trying to do is get the most for their money and taxes and all that. So there's many other ways to really make things work, and as long as you understand how the real estate is in other countries, people are seeing now the opportunity to do it.
And a lot of it is the interest rate.
Yes,
it's going to affect a lot. Now, what you do now is, if I'm in real estate, I have to say, okay, there's different markets in real estate. You look at international, you look at cash buyers, they don't care about the interest rate.
Nope.
So they're going to look for a better deal because they're not concerned about interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
There's a short supply, and you got global appeal. Other rich, wealthy people from other countries are saying, wait a minute, I don't care about the interest rate. If the prices go down, I'm coming. I'm going to buy.
And we have a lot of people coming here because, like you said, there's people that are waiting for the recession, for those times where people are either struggling financially and sometimes letting those properties go for a deep, at a deep discount. So that's when we do have people coming from other countries to purchase those properties for cash. Exactly. So it's a great way to build wealth in the United States.
So what I'm doing, if I were a real estate agent, and I'm not a licensed realtor, so I'm just going by what I know, I would be looking for cash buyers.
Yes.
I'd be looking for where the demand is for this cash buyers. What are they looking for? Did you know that Dubai, a company called Quantar, Quatar, Quantar, they own 10% of the Empire State Building?
No, I didn't know that.
You won't believe how many foreign money is involved in places like that. It's unbelievable what's happening. Now, you look at the market when the Americans are having trouble with interest rate and everything. The global appeal comes in and goes, oh, I got cash.
Yes.
So if I'm a real estate, I'm looking for those cash buyers.
Time to start looking for those cash buyers. So I love real estate. So
So you look at the biggest buyers in the U.S. from foreign money has been China, Canada, India, Mexico, and Brazil.
now let me ask a question. So this is the type of connections we're gonna find at the expo in August, right?
You are so right. See?
This
Wow.
This is
That's
why
why
y'all
Sonia
got
is so super. She lets you right into where we're going.
all of you have to be there. We all gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
If you start really studying, because when you look at the owners of the Empire State Building, who do you think owns it?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's a company called Empire State Realty Group, and they're made up of investors. And all this money has come in, and they put it together, and they buy it in a group. Now, for the young Latinos coming up, they don't know that. They don't know how to connect to them. But you know what? From Sonia, you're going to know how to connect.
Yeah, we gotta learn. We gotta learn. Yes, absolutely.
Her kids are going to be way ahead of the curve. They're going to be running.
That's a goal. That's a goal.
But, when you look at Quantar put in $622 million as part of the investment firm that owns the Empire State Building. Did you know the Empire State Building makes most of its money from visitors, tours, and licensing fees?
Wow.
Most of their money comes from there. It's not the rent. They know how to sell the building. Of course, 130 feet of space. That's you can go pretty high.
Yes.
But we've learned when you look at New York and California, they learn how to position the real estate, how to position assets, and it's very attractive for the global people. I mean, it's amazing. But that's when interest rate goes up, somebody else comes in.
Mm-hmm.
When interest rates go down, I think the regular people win because it's affecting the regular people more than anybody.
Sure.
So isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting. It's very interesting. So all the those millionaires, investors that were sitting in cash for the last 5 years, now this is when they're gonna, take action and gonna try to get as many, assets.
It is.
Because this is a great opportunity for all of them. But it'll be nice. It's good that we have people from, but it'll be nice if we could get more people that are already here taking advantage of those opportunities. If we can just take the opportunity to learn how that works, because we can all do it.
And when Sonia becomes head of the government, she's going to make sure all of us are taken care of, right?
Yes.
You can depend on Sonia. She's going to be fair. It's kind of amazing in the next 10, 15 years what transformation is going to happen.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, you're not going to drive a car. The car is going to take you where you command it to. Isn't that neat?
Yes.
Take me to the casino.
It's at first it was weird when we first got the Alexa. I'm like, oh my god, I have to, I can't believe this thing is gonna do what I tell her to do. But now that it's doing, it's very convenient. Now with Siri, I'm driving and I'm like, I used to be like, okay, now you just say, hey Siri, do this. I'm like, wow. I mean, it's scary, it's convenient. You don't know what to think, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. But then at the same time, what are we doing as humans? We're becoming sometimes maybe a little more, lazy sometimes because there's a lot of things. But then technology, it's a beautiful thing. It really gives you the opportunity to do other things. Like I said, you don't have to do a lot of things yourself. You just have to tell Alexa or Siri what to do. It's crazy.
And you're right about us getting a little lazier because pretty soon, when I feel like exercising, I'm gonna send my robot.
Go
run 3
work out
miles.
for me.
Go run 3 miles and come back and tell me how you are, right?
But yeah, you see that's the thing, so
And then
it can be beneficial, but at
and
the
then
same
my
time you gotta
robot-
be careful.
my robot running to Angel's robot running track. Or we don't have to go shopping. We send our robot.
Imagine. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
It can
bring
be
me,
there's a lot of people at
Bring me a suit and make sure it's on sale, at least 30% off.
Imagine.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
you start thinking about it, but it's coming. It's here. It's not a fantasy. It's here, folks. I mean, that's crazy. But
So have you seen one yet?
yes, I have.
You have.
And they have a robot
Where at?
that looks like a lady, and you actually think it's a person. It has hand movement. It gets excited. Wow, good morning. It'll answer your questions. The good thing about the robot is if you ask a legal question, it'll give you a legal answer. If you ask it a weather, it'll give you the latest weather. It's connected to the world. So, who's the president of Mexico? Beep. Who's the president or head person of Dubai? Beep. Who's the king? It's beyond human capability mentally. Now, they can go haywire. Just like some of the Tesla cars went the wrong way. hey, no.
It's the other way.
I want to go to Top Thumb. I'm here at Windstar Casino. I don't know how I got here. So you start thinking about all these things, and those can happen.
What are those things, or what do you think that as a community, or just as what can we do so we can continue to have a place for us, like where we're not replaced by robots? Like, and I know starting a new business, that's one, because you can depend on big corporations, like an example, Bank of America. They had to let all these tellers go, personal bankers, just because they no longer need them.
Exactly.
But what do you think we should be doing besides starting a new business and finding a way to do something where we are not afraid that we're going to be replaced with robots?
It's just a guess right now because nobody really knows. But you're gonna have to go somewhere where they need you. Maybe another country, maybe another planet. We don't know.
This is a very interesting subject. I don't want to continue because there's a lot more to discuss and discover, and it's a very
You start thinking, you're in the business world, I'm in the business world, and we're like, wow. When I started in computers, the computers were about, very expensive, and then you needed support, and we made a lot of money trying to do this, but now you don't make as much money. So you got to come up with newer technologies, newer needs. Like pretty soon, restaurant point of sales. They sell you a system, but you're trapped. Now, there's a company that we represent. They give you the software, but you can buy your own equipment. You're not hostage. So like, nope, you can't use that equipment. You have to use ours, and ours is 3 times the price. No, you can get an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
You're in business.
Yep.
So it's gotten cheaper. technology has gotten cheaper, but people that give you technology support can't make a living. So they have to find other ways. So security is a good one. You still gotta security is still not that easy to do, and it takes a lot of support. But that's how my technology company has changed. We've gone more to cybersecurity, medical security. Anybody that has HIPAA compliance, those kind of things. And insurance agents have to be also careful, and bankers and everything, because you got people's data. You got credit card information. You got social security numbers. You got addresses. It's very easy to steal that identity.
Yes.
So if your systems are not secure, they're at risk. So we always tell wherever you give someone the information, make sure they have a secure system. And so it's really your responsibility. They don't have to tell you, but you need to know. And those are some of the things. But just think about your kids today when they're your age. What's their world going to be like?
Oh boy.
Isn't it
Honestly, I don't even want to
wild?
think about it, but I know it's going to be completely different, like with the technology that we have, and as it continues to evolve and changing, it's definitely going to be different.
See, if you look at business, just think about in the EU, in Europe, people can go across from country to country to country to find work without any restrictions, without any politics. Now, here in the US, we're short on employees because our politics says we don't want Latinos because Latinos have a tendency to vote a certain way in the political party. So they don't want that. In 2005, President George Bush said, we need construction workers. He opened up the door. We had no shortage of labor, and we built so many houses, apartments. It was for investors and all that. It was wonderful. Today, restaurant people, I think almost every restaurant has help wanted, help wanted,
yes.
help wanted. Instead of looking at immigration in a bad way, look at it as employees. Let them come work.
Yes.
Let them pay taxes. I mean, why are you, George Bush proved it works. And now we're saying, no. I'm like, okay, now businesses are like, you know what, truck drivers, they're having a shortage of truck drivers. So they're going to the technology world saying, can we get trucks that drive themselves?
Imagine, oh my goodness.
So the need for workers is so big that they're like, we got to go to technology to make this work. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty serious. I think but you get to the point that big businesses always want certain things. They want to pay very little because they want to keep profits. They got little standards that haven't changed for generations. You're going to have to give them different incentives. Like if you're manufacturing here in the States, you're going to pay little or no taxes. But if you manufacture out of the United States, we're going to hit you hard. You know what happens? They'll adapt. They'll change. But you can't tell them what to do. You can't go to AT&T and say, you're not going to do that. They're like, oh yeah? But if you tell them there's a benefit for you doing it, they're like, oh, I'm listening. So a lot of this politics is going to have to change. And I think the young people are going to cause the change because they're like, you know how many young people today are starting companies and not looking for work? The majority. They're like,
Yep, I know. I know a lot of. I personally know a lot of people that they're doing that.
Yeah.
They're doing that, and just because they understand that all the time you're giving to someone else and making someone else rich, why not taking the time to learn and grow and start. That's literally just start, take action. It's not gonna be easy, but if you give yourself 3 to 5 years, you'll make it.
You will, and you have to adapt. But even yourself, because you do financial education, all that. I know you see certain people that you talk to, and you go, "Wow, that person's gonna make it."
Oh yes.
Then you see some like,
Yes.
that ain't gonna happen, right?
Yes. So you just have to find, I guess, the right business. Okay, because not everyone is it's it's good in finances, but not everyone is good in construction or real estate or sales. Sometimes there's many other businesses that you can start where you don't have to be selling or doing anything else. It's really, what is it that your vision, like he had a vision, here we are. And just find the right one, but there's definitely a lot of options.
And this is what you have to do today. Maybe you didn't have to do this 15, 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Today, you can't escape. I mean, it's just like, luckily today, if there's a real bad storm, you can work from home. In the old days, they would try to make you go through the storm because otherwise,
Yeah.
you know.
And you know what? We still have a lot of companies that do that. We still have a lot of companies that they will make you go to work. I know one of the guys that he's part of my team. But he still has a full time job. And when it was there a day when it was icy cold, and they made him go to work.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of those companies.
And you got those places where ice storm everything, and they're saying, "Well, you got to come to work." Okay, but what if I crash? What if my car goes to the side?
Well, this is, and we have when I do my presentation, we have something that we share all the time is like, this is a time for you where you have to take care of yourself. Okay, you cannot leave your future in the hands of your employer, your government, or just anybody. You have to take control of yourself. I mean, your future. No one else is gonna come and rescue you. Nobody's gonna come, and tell you this. No, we have to.
And that's a good point, because you're forced to go to work. Your car slides, you crash it, and then now you don't have a car. So is your company going to give you a car?
Probably not. You better have full coverage.
You better have good insurance coverage, right? And that's but this is how we're going to help each other. And Sonia, I'm so proud of you being on the show, because I remember the first time I asked you, you go, "What?" But you know what? You were here. You really gotten into it. But what we're doing is we're helping the masses. We're trying, if I needed financial planning, I'm going to send it to you. Say, hey, I don't do that, but I know someone that's really good at it. But we got to know each other. And this is what the Chamber of Commerce does. It's connections. I sell you, you sell me.
Yes. I agree. And the relationships that we are able to build here are just, incredible. I am I always say I'm grateful for all the opportunities that I've had and the people that I've met here, because yes, these connections can really impact your business and even start a new business.
There you go. And I'm telling you, Sonia is going to be the go-to person as we go along, because her information is going to be right on the button. She's going to give you information. She's going to have a team of chamber people that are going to be there to substantiate. But we have government connections that's going to make it a reality. Did you know I like this. Do you know?
What is it we have?
Okay. Budweiser. You've heard of Budweiser?
Oh, yes, I have.
Who owns Budweiser?
Oh, I don't know that.
Belgium. John Hancock Life Insurance.
Oh, you see? I'm telling you. I know. I met a lot of Canada.
Burger King.
Who owns that one?
Canada and Brazil.
Ah.
Popeyes.
Luciana. No, I'm just kidding.
It was.
It was.
You used to. It's Canada and Brazil.
Wow.
Forbes magazine.
That's also international? Or
It's owned by China.
oh wow.
GE Appliances. China.
China.
IBM Lenovo.
China?
China. Motorola Mobility.
China?
Yours. Tiffany Jewelry.
Ah. Brazil? China?
France.
France? I was gonna say there.
Alka-Seltzer.
I don't know. Mexico? I was kidding.
Germany.
Germany.
Star Trek. Greyhound.
Oh,
Germany.
Germany.
Trader's Joe.
Germany?
Yes.
That sounds like
Hoover. Vacuum.
China?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
7-Eleven.
China?
Japan.
Japan.
Firestone Tires.
Japan?
Yes.
Run.
Borden's Milk.
Mexico?
Yes.
Is that the only one we have so far?
We have the majority of people. You won't believe what Mexico owns. The Netherlands owns Chrysler, Grafhub, Gerber, Purina. Oh no, I'm sorry. Gerber and Purina are owned by Switzerland. And the UK owns Ben & Jerry's ice cream, Hellman's mayonnaise, Holiday Inn, Lucky Strike, Vaseline, and Citco is owned by Venezuela.
So only one by Mexico and one
Mexico owns bread, is Bimbo.
Bimbo.
Lala owns all the milks. And Mission owns tortillas. La Hacienda in California used to be a real big tortilla. Now it's owned by Mexico.
Oh.
Pacific Pride Bakeries used to out of California is now owned by Mexico. Promised Land, you know, the butter and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's owned by Mexico. Sara Lee, Mexico.
Really? Very interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a global market.
Wow.
Now you see what we're talking about?
Yes.
How many people thought you go to Burger King, you're not eating, it's not an American company? Whataburger is though.
You will think, most people think. Well,
Popeyes.
I wonder McDonald's.
Popeyes.
That's probably like.
But anyway, it's amazing, and this is what we're gonna let you know. We don't run your business. We're just gonna give you the facts, and then you make the decisions what you need to do. But at least you come prepared, because when I saw this list, Forbes magazine owned by China.
Hmm?
TikTok.
Well, that's China, isn't
Yeah.
it?
TikTok is China.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
That is amazing. Honestly, I had no idea. Like you said, Forbes, I just never thought it was gonna be owned by China.
Neither did I. And I'm like, what? And Firestone Tires? I'm like, give me a break. They're Japanese now.
Incredible, huh?
And I just Chrysler, who I always thought was an American company, owned by the Netherlands. But And this is just some of them. The list goes on and on and on.
It will be interesting to go and see, the companies that, are very popular. I mean, all of those are very popular, but I'm like you said, the list, I'm sure it's huge, but it'll be interesting to know, who owns them.
Yeah, and this is part of being in business, is who are you competing with? Are you competing with an American company? Are you competing with Germany? Are you competing with Mexico?
Well, after everything we've learned today, we're definitely competing with, like you say, globally. It's not really here. Like most of them are globally.
So even the company you work for, you need to find out who owns it. You might be surprised.
Incredible. Yes,
You
definitely.
can go to SEC. If they're a public company, there's an SEC database. You can see who owns it. And that kind of gives you an idea, because when you're looking at the top management, you got to understand how they think. And knowing, are you dealing with Americans? Are you dealing with Germans? Are you dealing with Mexicans? Or, it gives you an ability to measure, who you're dealing with.
Yes.
Sonia is ready now. Next show, she's going to come in with so much information.
So much info. It's funny because remember last time we had the president for African Americans Chambers of Business.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I had a meeting with a guy that's from Africa.
Oh.
And it was so interesting because I'm like, and I told that I met someone from Africa, and he said that he was born over there, but he came here when he was 3. Because of the war and everything we had going. He even recommended a movie. Have you watched Blood Diamonds?
No, I haven't. But
but they, how they were talking that how they have a lot of diamonds.
Yeah.
But the movie, it says how much how they find all the diamonds. It was very interesting. So I'm like, I really like this show because I come here and I just learn a lot. And now I know a lot more about Africa from what I learned from Michael. And then last night, I had another meeting with another guy from Africa, and I'm like, this is so cool. Even my daughter, I actually took my daughter with me because she was bored. She's like, Mom, can I go with you? I'm like, sure. She came. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, like that was such an interesting conversation. I'm like, I know. This is why I love meeting people and talking to people, because you're always learning, and from yes.
The batteries, the lithium that goes in the batteries is from Africa.
Imagine,
But here's the funny part. Africa doesn't build anything. They don't build car batteries. They got oil, but they don't know how to refine oil. Mm-hmm. So it's a global market. Now, anybody can help facilitate that. You don't make lots of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sonia
find the right connection.
On connection right here. You heard it live. This is Sonia now. In 2 years.
Yes, right now is the time to continue to learning and continue to make these connections.
Right. And it's always, if you work for a company, corporation, find out who owns it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
That's going to be my research after when I get home today.
But anyway, we're going to give you some music, and thank you for joining us. And I hope you learned something, because we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to tell you how it is.
Yes.
Now, we don't tell you how to run your business. We just tell you what to look out for and what to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
a lot of information, a lot of tools available for you guys.
Yeah, you can always call us. We got Sonia here. We got that. You can call America's Chamber for Business at 214-358-6859. And you can reach all of us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. You guys have a great week.
Be careful. Be safe.